I think it's time to open up the System 8 and give it a good cleaning. I also want to recover the armrest. You can see there's no covering on it. It had some additional controls mounted there. So I'd like to take this armrest off and recover it while I've got it apart. Clean it up and see if we can make it a little less scratchy. I'm not going to be appearing on camera in any of the Allen Heath videos. I'll shoot what I'm doing with the board instead. Plus my eye looks really bad right now. So I'm waiting to do videos with me in them until later. And here is the inside of an Allen Heath System 8 Mark II. You can see all the wonderful bus bars running across, which probably will make this little console a little bit more difficult to work on than I'd like. But it is a really good sounding console. A lot of these bus bars don't appear to have ever been cut. Let's see if I can zoom in on these faders. This thing has the big nice faders. I'll try to get some close-ups in a second, but can you see those? They're really nice faders. They're 100mm faders too. I can see one area here. Zoom in on that. I don't know how well you can see that, but there are 3 wires connected to the bus bars. Now those go down to the power supply jack on the back of the console. So that's the power. The rest of the bus bars just connect pretty much straight across until you get over to the right hand side. And we've got some purple wiring over there. I'm not sure if that was a modification. Looking at the solder connections up close, it looks like it's factory. The inside of this console is really clean. Let's see if I can get some close-ups. Three wires soldered onto the bus bars here that go down here to the power connection, I believe. Right there. Let's see. Yeah, these 3 right here. Okay, one goes to ground and the other 2 go to the power connection on this jack right here. So you've got a red and a black wire, and then you've got a green wire that's grounded to the chassis. Yeah, this is a pretty well constructed console. Not sure what this is right here. I don't know if that was redone or if that's factory. Well, it definitely hasn't been hacked apart. I've seen some pictures of these Allen Heath System 8 that have the little bitty faders in them. Let's see what we can see down in here as far as what it says. Can we see this? I just thought you might want to see the inside of this System 8. Really nicely put together. That goes from the group section here up into the meter bridge through that hole right there. And then over here you've got more. These gray cables, those are running from the channel strips. They're the direct outs that are on the back of the meter bridge. So there's your direct out right there. These run down to these holes and go up into the meter bridge for those 16 1/4-inch direct outs that are on the back of the meter bridge. Right there, that's a Texas Instruments TL072. I think there's quite a few of those in this console. What's this one up here? TLO72. Got quite a few of those. These in the master section are in sockets, so that's a pretty good thing. A lot of them on the channels, however, are soldered to the board. They're not particularly thin boards though, so maybe not too bad if you had to replace some of those or wanted to swap out the chips, op amps in this console. On my console, the first fader has a switch at the bottom of the fader throw, and that is wired down here to a jack on the back of the console, and it's labeled. Let's see, what does the label say? It's got a label down there, you can't see it. It says red 1. Don't know what this was for. If anybody knows, leave a comment. Sorry about the shaky video. This is really hard to get close-ups of the inside of this sitting on a futon like I had it. Here are the connections to the back panel from the channels. You've got your XLR microphone input jacks, you've got inserts, and you've got some of the master outputs are actually coming over. Some of the AUXs and things actually run over from the subgroup section and the master section to the outputs on the back over here. I'm assuming they did that to save space on the back of the console. This is the part of the back panel that goes to the group modules. You see you've got your group output XLRs down there, and then you've got these 1/4-inch jacks. These are the tape returns and the inserts for the subgroups. And they go right up here to the subgroup strips. This thing is really nicely put together. It really doesn't look like anybody's been in here. All those bus bars are intact. Now, I really would like to restore this console. Right now I'm just going to take some time and clean it up. Try to clean some of these potentiometers, see if I can get them to clean up without having to recap this, because it does look like it would take a lot of work just removing a channel. You end up having to solder, I don't know how many connections that is. And anybody watching this, if you know anything about a System 8, please leave a comment. This one really works fine. It's not noisy or anything. The only issue is some scratchiness with the gain controls and the pan controls. Now, the pan controls probably, you know, a bad potentiometer, could be a bad cap in the pan circuit, but I've had some issues with that. And it clears up after you mess with it, but I think it would be really nice to try and restore or at least clean up this console. So what do you guys think? Should I go to the trouble of trying to restore this? Of course, first thing I'll have to do is find somewhere besides the futon to lean it back on. I have to actually have some kind of an area to work. And right now the Soundcraft Sapphire power supply is still out being repaired, and I was using this one. So I also have a Soundtrax Topaz Project 8 in the closet, and since I've decided to maybe do a little work, at least clean this one up on the inside, I'm going to pull out the Soundtrax Topaz and do a video about that and put it back into use while I'm waiting on the Sapphire power supply to return from repair. So what do y'all think? Restore the console, clean it up, whatever. I'll do something cool, and I'll probably shoot some more video about it. It's a really great sounding vintage 80s console. I really like this thing. I don't think I'm going to get rid of it. I think I'm going to keep it, try to learn as much as I can about it, clean it up, restore it. I want to recover that armrest, so while it's apart I'll take that off and try to upholster it somehow, and maybe even take the side cheeks off of this and refinish those. Make this thing look really good. It really does look good, and it looks like it's in pretty decent shape inside, so probably will be a good candidate at least to clean it up and keep it, maybe restore it eventually. You guys all let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you have an excellent day, night, hour, minute, second, nanosecond. Have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.